quickly learn today the next part of amino acid metabolism, that is urea cycle. Urea cycle is also named as Krebs-Henselt cycle from, of course, from the names of the scientists. This urea cycle we are learning under the chapter amino acid metabolism, where we had earlier seen the various amino acids. Amino acid means they have amino group, they have acidic group also, and based on the other side chain there are different amino acids. So in amino acid metabolism we have already seen transamination, we have seen deamination and decarboxylation. So all through all these processes the nitrogen is released as ammonia, and this ammonia which is released, that is toxic to the body, and therefore it is converted to urea and detoxified. This is the structure of urea. If you can see here, this urea has two amino groups here, one carbonyl group here, right? This carbonyl carbon is supplied by carbon dioxide. One of the amino group is from the ammonia and the another amino group is from aspartate. Okay, we have to quickly remember this, the origin of this carbon and both the amino groups. This urea is synthesized in liver and it is transported to kidney for excretion in urine. There are 5 steps in the urea cycle. Each step is carried out with the help of one enzyme. So 5 steps, 5 enzymes are involved. First 2 enzymes are present in mitochondria and other 3 enzymes are localized in cytosol. So what we remember from here, that first 2 steps of urea cycle are happening in mitochondria, whereas the other 3 steps of the urea cycle, they are happening in cytosol. Okay, cytosol is what? It is the aqueous component of the cytoplasm of the cell. Okay, so let's quickly learn the 5 steps of urea cycle. First step is synthesis of carbamoyl phosphate. Okay, synthesis word is there, no? That means the respective enzyme which is taking part in this particular step must be from the family of synthase. Okay, so it could be carbamoyl phosphate synthase. Okay, second step is formation of citrulline. Okay, so to form this citrulline, this carbamoyl phosphate which is formed, here, that must be reacting with some other chemical to form citrulline. Okay, as we all know, the first 2 steps are happening in mitochondria because the 2 enzymes are present in mitochondria which are taking part in these 2 steps. Third step is synthesis of arginosuccinate. Again, word synthesis is here in the third step. So the respective enzyme would be from the family of synthase. Fourth step is cleavage of arginosuccinate. See, pay attention. Arginosuccinate is formed here. It is synthesized here and now it is broken down. Cleavage means what? Breaking down. So arginosuccinate will be broken down into 2 compounds that we will see further. And fifth step is formation of urea. Okay, so these are the 5 important steps. If you pay attention here, I have written in the small letters formation of urea and ornithine because they both are formed here in the last step. Okay, but the compound of our interest is urea. So 5 steps, names of the 5 steps we have learned. Let us see which 5 enzymes are taking part in these 5 steps. First enzyme, as I told you, it is carbamoyl phosphate synthase. Second enzyme is ornithine transcarbamylase. Now what is this ornithine? Ornithine and citrulline both are basic amino acids. So ornithine name has come here, no? That means definitely this carbamoyl phosphate is reacting with this amino acid ornithine to form citrulline with the help of this enzyme. Next, yes, these two steps are happening in mitochondria. So now this citrulline has to be sent out of the mitochondria to the cytosol with the help of some transporter system which is present. Next is synthesis of arginosuccinate. For that, see, this synthase enzyme is taking part. Which synthase? Arginosuccinate synthase. Okay. Next compound, next enzyme is arginosuccinase. This arginosuccinase will be breaking the arginosuccinate into arginine and fumarate. Okay, and further this arginine will be broken down into urea and ornithine with the help of enzyme arginase. I hope this is clear. So our first step was this carbamoyl phosphate, synthesis of carbamoyl phosphate. Now what is this carbamoyl phosphate? Say carb means what? Carbonyl group. Carb के बाद, can you see this AM? That stands for, or that represents amino group, and then phosphate, that is PO4. So phosphate is like this. So this is carbamoyl phosphate. This carbamoyl phosphate is synthesized from carbon dioxide and ammonium group. Okay, so condensation, let me show you here. The condensation of carbon dioxide and this ammonium will form carbamoyl phosphate with the help of this enzyme. Okay, second step was formation of citrulline by again condensation of this carbamoyl phosphate and ornithine. Citrulline will be then further sent to the cytosol where arginosuccinate is synthesized. Now this arginosuccinate is further cleaved, or it is broken down into arginine and fumarate. This arginine is further forming urea and ornithine. Okay, and this ornithine, can you see ornithine here and ornithine here also? It is again entering in mitochondria for its reuse in urea cycle. Now certain important points for each step we will see now. For first step, it is irreversible and rate limiting step, and 2 ATP molecules are consumed in the first step. Why rate limiting step? Rate limiting step means this is a slow step and it is irreversible step. Second is formation of citrulline, where citrulline and ornithine both are basic amino acids and transporter system is required for transporting this citrulline out of mitochondria into cytosol. For third step, condensation happens. Okay, here again the condensation reaction is happening here for the synthesis of arginosuccinate. Okay, and for this condensation is happening between citrulline and aspartate. Citrulline and aspartate, the next amino acid which is taking part here. So citrulline and aspartate, they are getting condensed and they are forming arginosuccinate with the help of this enzyme. Aspartate, you remember on the earlier slide we have seen that one of the amino group of the urea is coming from this amino acid. Next important point for the fourth step is formation of this arginine. So this arginine is immediate precursor of urea, and this fumarate which is formed, that is further connected to TCA cycle and gluconeogenesis like pathways. And from this arginine, in the fifth step, the urea and ornithine is formed with the help of enzyme arginase. This enzyme arginase is found in liver, and cobalt and manganese, these metals are required for the activation of this particular enzyme. So we can call them as the cofactors which are required for the proper activity of enzyme arginase. This ornithine, which is formed in the fifth step, enters in mitochondria for its reuse in urea cycle. So in this simple way you can remember urea cycle very easily. You can see here in this particular image which I have taken from this textbook, the structures of the amino acids are given. Okay. Carbamoyl phosphate is there, then citrulline is there, aspartate, fumarate is there, arginine is there, ornithine is there, and here in the fifth step urea is formed. 2 ATP molecules are consumed, even ATP required at this step also, where it is getting converted to AMP by removing or by giving 2 phosphate groups for the further activity. The dysregulation of these enzymes, or we can say the less amount of these enzymes, may cause the various defects in the bodies. For example, hyperammonemia type 1, which is characterized by highly elevated blood ammonia and mental retardation. Then second, hyperammonemia type 2, which is again the increased amount of ammonia and glutamine in blood as well as in urine. Third is citrullinemia, where high blood concentrations of ammonia and citrulline are found. Fourth is arginosuccinic aciduria, where elevated arginosuccinate in blood and urine is found. And last defect is hyperargininemia, where increased arginine in blood and cerebrospinal fluid and urine is found. I hope now you can easily remember the 5 steps of urea cycle and you can write it in exam very easily. Thank you very much. I hope you liked the video. If you have not yet subscribed the channel, please do subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. All the best.